That's my singing bowl. Okay, so we are live streaming on YouTube. So I'm going to end this Instagram live. Thank you all for joining for cards. I'll see you again on Friday, same time for cards, and then meditation. So as soon as it closes, go to my Instagram bio, click on YouTube, and I'll see you over there. Bye, everyone. Okay, just finished up on Instagram. So the way that I'm doing this now is I do card pulls, card readings on Instagram Live. And to keep that a little bit, I'm not reposting those, to keep that a little bit more confidential, I do that in Instagram Live story. And so if you'd like a personalized card reading live with the other folks that are joining, you can meet with me on Instagram, Natasha.Edwina. Every Tuesday and Friday, Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard, 10 p.m. Eastern. But for this space, we're doing meditation. And what I like about doing the individual card pulls first is that a theme normally shapes up, which gives me inspiration for a meditation. So we start talking to spirit starts saying for the energies that are showing up, the souls that are showing up, this is what is connecting them. This is what they need to hear. And so last week we had a lot on the divine feminine, divine masculine. This week we got a lot on abundance, really good cards like abundance, overcoming obstacles, and sort of bridging in that divine masculine, divine feminine. I know last week the meditation had to do with spiritual reparenting and using that divine masculine, divine feminine intelligence to synergistically shoot forward, right? And by the way, for this part right now, I can see your comments. So if you want to leave a comment here, feel free. I love seeing your support because I can't see who's joining when I do these live. And if you want to just say, hey, I would love that. And if you have any questions, let me know that too. So I'm going to pull a card just for the collective, for everybody that didn't get to join us live, everybody on the East Coast that's watching this in the morning, or anybody that even finds this, a month from now, a year from now. I think I'm going to do Angels and Ancestors card. This is Kyle Gray. So a card for the collective. What do we need to know today for all those people that are tuning in that can give us some guidance, that can help us out? And then we're going to go into meditation for stepping into our abundance, receiving abundance, and removing blocks to abundance. That's what's coming up for me. But let's see what kind of spiritual support we have from the Angels and Ancestor deck. Okay, starting to loosen up. Usually a card will either just jump out or kind of loosen from the deck. There it is. Okay, summer. I like this card a lot. This is also a very positive card. I've been getting a lot of positive cards. It's got a bee and it says bask in joy and light. So this card is really about, the energies of summer. Summer, we're happy, we're radiant. So this card can mean actually spend some time out in the sunshine. If you're here in Southern California, it felt like winter. I know it was snowing in Santa Barbara yesterday. There was hail here in San Diego. We had crazy rainstorms, but today was a gorgeous day. So if you're in a warm weather place, bask in the sunlight. Even if you're not in a warm weather place, if you have a sunny spot in your home or windowsill to bask in the sun. And this is, I think, going to tie into our meditation as well, because we can imagine ourselves in the sun, right? And your body, here's a really cool thing. This is what I love so much about meditation and why my PhD is so fascinating to me, because it's the science of why this stuff works, why imagery works, why meditation works. If we can imagine that we're there in a sunny place, let's say the Caribbean or, wherever you would be comfortable, your body actually believes it's there. It responds to the imagery in your brain. So it actually believes that you're there. So this is why even 20 minutes every morning, or even doing these meditations with me once or twice a week, can create a substantial shift in your life when you're really tuning into that imagery. And this is just radiating your light, like becoming, being the light. And when you become the light, you attract the light, you attract good things to you. And I know there's this saying, like, if you're going through a hard time, or just, be positive, or be positive, that's be positive, right? But that's not always possible. That's it's like sugarcoating, or they call it spiritually bypassing. You're trying to be a positive when you just really feel like shit. So if you really just feel like shit, then just feel like shit. I had a client earlier today and she was just feeling like shit. And I was like, okay, be the shittiest that you can be. Like if you're feeling lazy, do lazy, times 11. Or if you don't want to shower, then see how many days you can go without showering. Just really sink into it so that you can clear it, because eventually you're going to get tired of it. If you're like trying not to eat chocolate cake and then you have chocolate cake every day for 7 days and you eat so much chocolate cake, you're going to be off of chocolate cake for a while, So I'm not saying that that's a way to like break a sugar addiction, by the way, but I'm just using a metaphor. But just get rid of it, express the feelings. I had my anger tantrum and literally I was growling and stomping my feet and all this stuff just because I was feeling so irritable. And it was like, I could either let it out that way, or I could let it out in just itty bitty biting comments to every person that I saw. Right. And I didn't want to do that. And so rather than having this internal fight with myself, I just let it out. And then I did get into some little fights also with the people, the loved ones in my life. Thank you for, loving me. It's all smoothed out now. But, I also did the energetic work and I was only in that space for about a day and a half. And now I'm feeling great. So this is be the light. Now I can be the light. I can be bright and shiny and all of that stuff. So there it is. Be the light. All right, are we ready to meditate? Got a couple people on. I'm going to take a breath and a little sip of sparkling water to prepare my voice. And prepare yourself for about 20 to 30 minutes of meditation. I don't plan these prior, so I close my eyes and I just sink into what's coming through. And if you like to play soft music while you're meditating, you can put that on too, along with the sound of my voice. And if you're not quite ready for bed yet, I suggest you stay seated so that you can kind of remember what comes up for you, the imagery, the process as we're moving through. So you're in an altered state, but it's also somewhat conscious experience, conscious creating. You can always go back and listen to this meditation, this recording again if you fall asleep. That's not a bad thing. If you fall asleep during meditation, that probably means that you just really need some sleep. So that's okay too. And sometimes people go into almost like a hypnotic altered state and they think they're asleep, but they're not quite asleep. And everything, regardless, even if you do fall asleep, is going into your subconscious mind. So it's all going to be good. And that being said, much, much better to fall asleep listening to my YouTube videos than the TV if you need some noise to fall asleep, because you want to fill, speaking of being the light, with this summer and basking in joy card, you want to fall asleep to good stuff and you want to wake up to good stuff, because that's your natural state of hypnotic brain waves, is right before you go to bed and right when you wake up in the morning. And that's when you're primed to just be like a sponge. So be very, very protective of that space and put the good stuff in. No news, no like looking at your text messages or emails right away because you don't know what's going to be said in there. You could wake up to some surprises, okay? So be very, very mindful. Take control of your day and set the tone the way that you want it first. Okay, here we go. I'm going to ring the bowl 3 times. And what I'd like you to do is just listen to the sound of the vibration. And so focusing on the sound until you can hear no more sound. I'm going to do this 3 times. So just breathe and listen. More. So what this does is it begins to train your brain to focus on what you want to focus on. By listening to the sound and focusing very intently until you can no longer hear the sound of the bowl. And when your brain, with continued meditation, consistent meditation, starts to create that trail, that pathway of knowing how to focus on what you want to focus on, it's much easier to make decisions, to practice discernment. And it's much easier to create the feelings in your body that you want to create, because all you need to do then is bring up the channel, the imagery that you want. And you tune into that while softening your breath, softening your belly, soothing your nervous system simultaneously, creating the container for that picture, that image, to become a reality in your body. And your body responds as if it is. So we're going to practice that now tonight with abundance and creating the container for abundance, because we can attract abundance, but it doesn't always stay unless we've widened the container to receive it. And sometimes, if we truly deep down believe we are worthy and deserving of it. So let's focus on that as well. So you can begin by making your breath very slow and soft and rhythmic. And the drum card came up earlier today for someone. So you might even imagine a drum, like a kick drum or a bass drum. Just the slow heartbeat of a drum, helping you to regulate your nervous system and slow down your breath. What's coming up for me are those silly commercials from, I think it's the 80s, the Calgon Take Me Away, where the stressed mom or the stressed housewife just falls into a bath of Calgon and that's her relaxation. So maybe imagine yourself now falling back into like a white fluffy cloud or whatever color you want, whatever color feels nurturing for you. Maybe it's pink or light blue or iridescent. Maybe it's sparkly. Maybe it's lavender. Just imagine taking a trust fall back into the softest, most nourishing cloud, and it's almost as if you're weightless, just floating. And as you lie in this cloud and you feel it just shaping like memory foam to all the parts of your body, adjusting, providing support where you need it, loosening where you need it, completely in service to you. Your palms are wide open to the sky. Your heart is wide open to the sky, expansive. The muscles of your face are soft. Your eyes are closed and just sinking back into your skull. They're also floating. And the skin of your forehead is wide and soft. Still taking these nice deep breaths. And as you breathe in, floating on this cloud, you smell this beautiful summer air. The flowers. So fresh, so clean. The intoxicating scent of nature. Even breathing in natural probiotics that improve your mental health, improve your digestion, the efficiency of your body that is made up of trillions of bacteria. You are actually less human than bacteria. Isn't it cool? We have our own little planet within inside our body. Many diverse organisms. So welcoming them in, the healthy ones, with each breath. Knowing that when we come into contact with other humans, we are sharing our bacteria, and that's how we evolved to survive on the planet. We need a diversity of bacteria to improve our immune system, to improve our genetic expression. And so that hug that you give someone is so beneficial, and researchers believe that this is why we evolved to be social creatures and why babies, they can die without touch. So we need each other's bacteria for longevity, to survive. We need touch and oxytocin, these feel-good hormones. That being said, if there's someone you want to invite to your cloud with you, go ahead. Invite them in, a loved one, or maybe it's even a dream lover from the future, that person that you are hoping exists but haven't met yet. Go ahead and invite them in the spirit world. And as you're floating on this cloud, with your heart open, your face relaxed, your body relaxed, your palms open and ready to receive, sharing so much gratitude for this moment in time of comfort and pleasure and possibility and relaxation. And realize how worthy you are and how deserving you are to receive this. Just like you're worthy of inhaling, of receiving, and you are worthy to exhale and let go of what does not serve you any longer. And if you have any stress or anger, let that come out now through your cloud, through the bottom. Just release it. Come out as rain, maybe even lightning or thunder if you need to. Waking up and nourishing the soil and the trees. Just letting all of that energy that needs to release from you transmute and add to the cycle of life. Another card that came up, the rainbow. See the rainbow coming out after you've released what you need to release. As the sun comes, that summer sun, basking in the sun, to dry up, clean up after the storm, bringing the light in after you've expressed. And feeling that sun on your skin, just soaking it up, the warmth. We get really obsessed about sunscreen, but actually we need at least 15 minutes if we're light skinned, about 30 if we're dark skinned, of sunshine every day on most parts of our body to get adequate vitamin D. And so personally, I only put sunscreen on my face and my chest because those are areas that see the sun all the time. And any other time, I don't use sunscreen. I just try not to get burned. Try to get that vitamin D. So soaking that in, feeling its warmth. Again, worthy to receive. Every time you're in the sun this week, you're moving forward. Just imagining that sun soaking in and giving to you. Use it as a practice of receiving graciously with gratitude. Receiving health, receiving energy, receiving prana, chi, receiving passion, health. And then as you're floating on this cloud, imagine how you might look at a newborn baby or a cute little toddler. They're so precious, they're so adorable. You just want to protect them and do whatever you can to make them happy. And they come with this light that's so bright already, this new soul, that everybody wants to hold a baby and everybody wants to touch a pregnant woman's belly, even though you should ask her first, because they want to be close to that light, but you still have that within you. So as you're floating on this cloud, maybe you're also looking down at yourself floating on this cloud and looking at yourself as that precious infant, that inner child that is so worthy and deserving that everyone wants to hold it, snuggle with it, make it laugh and giggle. Everyone wants a smile from that baby. That's you. You still have that light. And now feel that light spread. So you might feel it in your heart or in your solar plexus, your abdomen area, and feel this light spread outside of your body, almost so it's forming a huge bowl in the sky, like a light bowl. And it can envelop your others if you have anybody with you on the cloud. It can mix with their bowl. And so you're both creating this large bowl. Make it as wide as you can. Maybe it spans across the whole planet. And then maybe repeat to yourself, if you like, I am willing to receive. I am willing to receive. I am willing to receive. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. I am worthy and deserving of all that is good. I am worthy and deserving of all that is good. I am worthy and deserving of all that is good. I am deserving of a loving partnership, someone who treats me like royalty and adores me and allows me to adore them back. I am worthy of working in a job or a career that respects me, that recognizes my value and compensates me generously for my energy, my attention, my focus, my gifts. I freely give to a family who honors me as a daughter, as a sister, as a son, as a brother, as a mother, as a father. And I deserve a healthy and harmonious family. I am worthy and deserving. I am worthy and deserving of good friends, people who check in on me and care about what's going on for me. I am worthy and deserving of friends who are like-minded, of similar intellect and interests, similar sense of humor or passions. Even if we are of diverse cultures or countries of origin or professions. I am deserving of kind people in my life. I am deserving of honesty and authenticity. I am deserving of the truth and the self respect to know that nobody needs to sugarcoat anything for me or lie to me, that I can handle my own emotions and I can take care of myself, no matter how raw the truth is. I deserve that respect. I am deserving of abundance, financial and otherwise. Good food, a nice place to live, beauty in my surroundings, whether I earned them or they were simply gifted to me. I am worthy and deserving, and I receive them graciously with gratitude. And the more I count and list my blessings, the more the universe gives to me. And if you are feeling cut off from your supply of abundance in any of these areas right now, you can start your morning practice by listing all of the blessings in your life, all of the gratitudes you have, noticing what is already there, and beginning to create that feeling of wealth and abundance every morning. And watch more and more come to you as you radiate that joy, that energy of summer, of lightness, of fun, pleasure, rest, relaxation. So, as you are floating in this cloud with this large light bowl ready to receive, notice what things you're calling in. Are you calling in a relationship? Are you calling in more community, more friendships? Are you calling in health? Are you calling in a new home or a new place to live? New experiences, some education, a new job or career? Please dream big with this. What is your ultimate ultimate? It's not a time to settle. It's a time to dream big because you're so worthy of what it is that would completely light you up, that would completely satiate you. Spend some time visualizing now while I go silent. Those things that you are calling in and seeing these little pictures, like little movie clips falling into your bowl. Maybe they're photographs. Remembering to breathe, inhale and receive. Exhale and let go of doubts or blocks. As you see these images, whether they're photographs or movie reels, collect into this bowl. Notice if you feel that you can see yourself actually living that life. Does it light you up? And what about it lights you up? How does this life allow you to be more of yourself? Allow you to be more free to express and be who you're meant to be? How does it allow you to be a more loving person, more compassionate, more generous, more giving? It's so much easier to give freely when we are overflowing and our cup is full. And then we can truly give freely without wondering if it's going to come back, or needing it to come back, or expecting it to come back. We accidentally create these energetic debts. So seeing this energetic bowl now just overflowing with all of these images, all of these memories, future memories, pictures, mixed in with all kinds of unconditional love, almost like a soup. All kinds of unconditional love. This is brotherly love. This is spiritual love. This is romantic love. This is, I love the shit out of you. Even if I'm not happy with you right now, I'm still going to hold the light and ask you to step into it. I want the best for you kind of love. Christ consciousness love. Love that heals instantly with touch, with presence, with support. Seeing that swirling around in this bowl, and then seeing that bowl shrink down and become kind of a miniature size to go into your heart. And so it's almost like your heart is a projector. You're storing it right there now in your heart, able to flip the switch and project it anytime into the outward world, that energy, these desires, swirling with unconditional love and support, support from the universe, support from your spiritual guides, support from your creator who allowed you to come into this plane, to have this human experience, which of course you have free will, but why not work in collaboration? Always ready to expand and graciously receive whatever blessings and gifts come your way and recognize them and say thanks. And also feeling the pleasure of giving. And you don't need financial abundance to give. You can give a smile, you can give eye contact, you can give your ear, you can give your time, you can give compliments. You can receive compliments. That's a good place to start with receiving too. Next time somebody says a compliment, say thank you. And then feel the intention of their words. Really pause to breathe it in, to let it sink in. So much of our culture teaches us to be self-deprecating and thinking that that's somehow humble or modest. I grew up in the Midwest. I'm used to being programmed this way. Self-deprecating doesn't do us any favors. What are we telling our subconscious? That we should stay small? That's fine for letting others feel big, but what is that really doing for us or them? That's playing an ego game. Now is the time to transcend the ego, to also live in the soul. So since this is bedtime meditation, I invite you to imagine yourself now waking up in the morning. Perhaps after you've taken a nice hot bath tonight, or Epsom salt bath, or maybe changed into fresh sheets or freshly washed pajamas. Maybe even prepared yourself a cup of tea that's relaxing, maybe even taking a little bit of melatonin or something like that that might help you sleep deeper. Really nurturing yourself to sleep, brushing your teeth, washing your face, feeling fresh and ready for the dream world. And imagining yourself now waking up in the morning. Maybe the light coming in through your window, or maybe you're one of those that likes to get up before the light and watch the light rise, the sunrise. But waking up with a new excitement so that the minute you open your eyes, you're excited and you remember, wow, that's right. I'm human. I'm here on earth. I get to create my life. I get to play. I get to be in all of my five senses. How can I delight my senses today? I'm so excited to be alive. What can I do today that puts me one step closer to my future desires? What can I be busying myself with? What can I be enjoying while spirit decides to align me with my destiny? And the more you visualize it, what you like in your life, the more you're going to recognize it as soon as it shows up in your life. Sometimes we don't even recognize it. It passes us by several times because we're so focused on what's going wrong. We're so focused on our pain or silly dramas, or we're numbed out with TV or substances or junk foods or other people's dramas. And so we don't recognize it when it shows up. And it slips by until maybe we get another chance, and then another year, another 5 years. So how can you stay more alert? So when you're opening your eyes, you're ready to meet the day, you're fully engaged in your life. You're taking care of your body, you're treating yourself like you're worthy and deserving with every action. And when that blessing and gift comes, you recognize it and you say thank you. So imagine what this looks like for you tomorrow morning. How is your tomorrow morning different? Or if you're listening to this morning, this recording, how is today different? If you're living on purpose, with purpose. Soak it up, receive it, feel your body vibrating with light and love and joy particles. Feel it shooting out of your fingers, even so that everything you touch turns to gold. Imagine you have the superpower that you can make anything in your life better. You can turn any kind of lemons to the sweetest lemonade. Will that to be true? And I hope you message me or comment on this video and report back what you notice in your life after trying this meditation. You can do this meditation every night, every morning if you like. And I am sending you so much love. And so much gratitude for your presence, for being here with me. And when you're ready, you can very slowly come back. Remember, it's almost like you were sleeping just now. You are often in a different place, a little semi-altered state, a dream world, quite literally, where you're creating your dreams. We did some deep shifting work. So be gentle with yourself. Drink lots of water. Flutter your eyes open, very slowly. Take some nice cleansing deep breaths. Come back with a smile on your face. Some brightness in your eyes. I don't know if you can tell how bright my eyes are now. I don't know if they were this bright when we started, but thank you very much, because I can feel your energy, and your energy is contributing to my energy, and we are greater together. More than the sum is more than the individual parts. So thank you for bringing your beautiful energy and creating with me. And I will see you again on Friday, 7 p.m. on Instagram, 7:30 Pacific Standard, right here on YouTube Live for another meditation. We'll see what the theme is then. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. Also, sign up for my newsletter, natashaedwina.com. I am going to be sending out more of my offerings. I'm doing a lot of free offerings right now. So I'm going to be sending out schedules for that. So if you want to get in on this while I have the time, before I get too busy again like I was last year. I'm finishing my PhD dissertation, so there's periods of busyness, but right now I'm creating these free offerings. So jump in while you can. Good night, everyone.